All right, I think it's time we make the call.
No.
I mean, come on. We've been to like 1,000 Walgreens and we haven't found anything.
I don't care. He's super annoying and he smells really weird.
I mean, I agree with you. Do you think I want to call him? I mean, I try to pride myself on my pop shopping abilities, but I've come up with nothing. I think we need to make the call. He's effective.
If you must.
All right, I guess it's time to call
the specialist.
I'm on it. No time for love, Dr. Jones. Got your order.
Took long enough.
Oh yeah? Which ones of these did you find?
Shut up. I hate that guy. What's up, Pop-Tarts, and welcome to the Pop Stop. I'm your host, Joey, and this is my co-host, Bree.
Hey, guys.
All right, today we are checking out Pop Marvel number 79, Black Suit Spider-Man, Glow in the Dark, number 107, Iron Spider, number 124, Taskmaster, and number 109, Green Goblin.
Now, this is the second Marvel wave of Walgreens exclusive Pops. For whatever reason, these guys have proven to be a lot more difficult for us to get our hands on than the previous Marvel ones or even the Star Wars ones.
I mean, out of all the Walgreens exclusives, these are the guys that always escaped us. Like, we went to 24 different Walgreens. And
I don't think he actually counted that.
I counted around 24, but we've had no luck. So we called our buddy the specialist, and he came through and got us the entire set. So we are going to check out first Black Suit Spider-Man, Glow in the Dark.
So, as you guys can tell, this is definitely a more, like, plain, kind of boring pop. His eyes are just painted on. There's no actual, like, sculpting detail or pop eyes that are, like, poking through or anything of that sort. The spider logo on his chest and on his back is just painted on as well. And the little patch over his hands where the webbing comes out of is also painted on. Overall, he just has kind of like the basic like pop stance, so it's not really a very like active stance either. And he's a little bit more like streamlined, but at the same time, it's kind of a boring pop.
He's a lazy pop. Basically, kind of a repaint, or is there
redo, guess.
Of the original one, but I prefer the original one a lot better. It's glossy. It is like the black suit that you think of. Now, the Black Suit Spider-Man Peter Parker first wore it in the Amazing Spider-Man 252, which came out in 1984. And then later, a couple months later, he came out again in Secret War number 8, which is right here, December 1984.
Now, as far as this guy, the actual glow-in-the-dark part is only the white portions, and it's not actually like white glow-in-the-dark paint. What it is it's white paint that has a glow-in-the-dark paint on top of it. So what happens with that is, especially like you can see on kind of like the web shooter area, what happens is on some parts the glow-in-the-dark paint is actually past the white and onto the black.
It's like fuzzy looking.
It doesn't even look oversprayed. It looks like it like dripped off, and so there's kind of like this like almost like glue look on some of the black, and it just doesn't look very clean.
This one misses the mark to me, but let's go to a spider that I love, which is the Iron Spider.
So this guy definitely has a really cool look to him. Obviously his face is a little bit more simple, but his eyes are sculpted 3D, and he has like the little pop eyes poking through, which looks really cool. The actual spider little like chest logo is carved and fully detailed out, as well as his wrists and his like little ankle armor pieces. And of course he has the actual like spider legs that we're used to seeing, or the Iron Spider legs that we're used to seeing on him. And I do think that the stance is really cool with like the repulsor up. Overall, I think that the gold is like a really cool color for this guy, but to me the red is just a little bit dull.
How cool would it be if this thing was completely metallic, kind of like the Iron Man pop from either Age of Ultron or the Civil War, that just had awesome red metallic. Now you can tell from the colors that this spider armor was created by Tony Stark using Stark Tech. And it first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man 529 and Peter Parker originally wore it. Do you know who's wearing it now?
Well, that is the cute and adorable and intelligent but slightly annoying Amadeus Cho.
But anyway, I do like this pop. I like the sculpting on it. I think if I can find another one, I am going to do a metallic custom.
I agree. I think that this guy looks really cool. All the sculpted details are really neat. Really and truly, the only downfall to this pop, the only thing I don't like is the color. I mean, even if it was just a more vibrant red, but it's just kind of dull, lackluster.
It's still a badass sculpt.
He is a really cool, like I said, that's the only thing I can find wrong with him.
I'm going to have to just improve him. All right, now to my favorite one of this line, and one of my favorite Marvel villains, Taskmaster.
So I am super excited about this guy. He looks awesome.
He's my new favorite pop by far. I love the sculpt on his face, the skull mask. I mean, his shield looks awesome. He has his sword, he has those little pouches, the orange in the back of his cape, and he has his quiver of arrows. They really did this character justice. I mean, he looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you completely. The sculpt on his head is awesome. I personally love the back of him where it's like the drapey hood going into his cape. I mean, when you think of Taskmaster, you just think of like the hood and the cape like everywhere. They got awesome detail. I mean, this shield, it looks perfect and it's done so well with the T. And cool thing is too, it also is removable and comes off, so that's kind of neat. They did get a lot of really good detail and like all of his like weaponry. I mean, even the little teeny tiny T and kind of his belt, and I mean even like little buckles and buttons and everything. I mean, to the max, this guy is detailed out. And more than that, I was just super excited to finally actually get a Taskmaster Pop. I mean, he is such a cool villain and he's so unique and interesting that I'm so excited to actually like have a pop of him.
I couldn't believe it when they actually announced that there was going to be a Taskmaster Pop. I was like, what?
He was excited about it before even seeing like the concept art or anything.
Blown.
Yeah.
If you do not know anything about Taskmaster, which is a shame, if you don't, shame on you. He was originally an Avengers villain and first cameo appearance in Avengers number 195. And his first full appearance / cover appearance was in Avengers 196. Check that out. Doesn't he look so awesome? God. I love this. Thank you, Uncanny Comics. Woo! But fun fact, he was co-created by George Perez, who also co-created one of my favorite DC villains, which is Deathstroke. And there's some similarities between the two.
I'm just taking a guess that this guy was like really in love with the whole blue and orange paint scheme, or blue and orange color scheme.
And both characters use a lot of their mind. Anyways, he is an awesome pop. Now, an interesting fact about the pop, there is actually an error pop that is out there, which we have not been able to find, where his head glows in the dark. I looked everywhere and I could not find him.
Oh, really?
How do I...
Just looks like a regular Taskmaster.
How do I know it's the error?
It's right here. Proof.
How did you find this?
I am just that good.
He might smell, but he is quite effective. So now we have the regular Taskmaster and the error glow-in-the-dark Taskmaster.
Which side by side, they look very, very similar, but that's very, very neat. Well done.
Well done. You can leave now.
Dismissed.
All right, enough about Taskmaster. Now let's check out the Green Goblin.
So definitely the first thing that I noticed about this guy right off the bat when taking him out of the box is his head is heavy, heavy, heavy. Which, I mean, on a bobblehead doesn't really work all that well, so he kind of is a little bit weird like that. And his body is really tiny. He has a super, super heavy head and a tiny body. Luckily, he does come with this little stand, but you know, it's a little lackluster considering he's usually on a glider. But he does have really cool details. I mean, his hat looks really cool, the pointed ears, that kind of like menacing, grinning, crazy like look on his face, just looks like Green Goblin. Definitely, you know, the detail that they were able to get in his costuming and, you know, like his little point on his shoes and his gloves and the scales. And I love, love, love the fact that they actually gave him a pumpkin bomb in his hand. Although I think it'd be kind of neat if the actual flames off of it was like translucent, like almost like Ghost Rider. But nevertheless, he looks really cool. And he's even equipped with his little pink man purse. So don't go anywhere without your fuchsia man purse right there.
It is a cute man purse. I do wish they would have given him a glider. I mean, come on, you just have him just walking down the street. Yeah, I'm gonna pumpkin bomb you. It's like instead of flying through the air, pumpkin bomb,
Right?
raising hell and
Right?
stuff. So Green Goblin was originally created in 1964 by Steve Ditko and Stan Lee. His first appearance was in Amazing Spider-Man number 14. And I really want that comic, but it's super expensive.
Really expensive.
Anyway, so there is other variants of this pop. There is the Emerald City Comic Con, which is the glow-in-the-dark version, and the one that I desperately wanted but could not find, which is... What are you doing here?
Which is...
I just want to be part of the show more. That's all.
Anyway, there is a Chase figure, which is 1 in 6, and it's metallic, and I love anything metallic. You know, you can leave.
I don't think you want me to leave. I really don't think you want me to leave.
I definitely want you to leave.
I really don't think you want me to leave.
You can keep her. I'll take the pop. Oh my god, where'd you find this? Seriously.
Just that good.
So he found the metallic Chase figure. Holy crap, that is awesome. He is sparkle ass green. He looks amazing. I still can't believe it. What do you think of him, Bree Bree?
I mean, he's cool, but I don't think worth trading me for.
Maybe that was a little rash, but I'm just so excited to have him. Well, that pretty much wraps up our review / haul on the Walgreens exclusive Marvel Pops. We have the Black Suit Spider-Man Glow-in-the-Dark, the Iron Spider, the Green Goblin Regular, and the Chase. What? And we have Taskmaster Irregular and the Error Glow-in-the-Dark Taskmaster. These are awesome pops. I mean, these 3 sculpts are amazing. This one, not so much. Man, Specialist, you did an awesome job. I don't know how I could ever repay you.
By paying me.
I'll get you on the first.
The first to win.
The first chance I get. The check's in the mail. Anyway, so, Bree, what is your favorite pop?
Well, I'd really love to go with the Chase Green Goblin because the colors are just so vibrant and pretty, but without the glider, he just feels incomplete. So I'm for sure, without a doubt, going to go with Taskmaster. He just looks awesome. Like, totally awesome.
That's my girl. Specialist, would you like to weigh in?
Absolutely. I really like the Iron Spider. I like his color scheme.
Well, isn't that special? My favorite one, I'm going to have to go with Taskmaster also because he is just one of my favorite characters and they did a really good job on the sculpt. But actually, let us know what you think of Walgreens exclusives in the comments down below.
Hot topic.
And which one is your favorite and your experience of trying to find these pops?
Were you able to get them? Did they only have one? Or did they have all of them? Or
did you find 15 chases or none at all? If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to us on YouTube.
As always, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and you can like us on Facebook. All those links will be right down below.
Well, that's it for now.
Keep it popping, people.
I'm going to kill you.
Ooh, looks delicious, but I must go on.
Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.